Hey there, geography buffs. Ever wondered about the quirkiest and most unusual borders between countries? Let's dive into the weird and wonderful world of international boundaries. First up, let's talk about the Diomede Islands. These two tiny islands in the Bering Strait are just about 4 kilometers apart. Here's the kicker. One belongs to Russia and the other to the United States. And thanks to the international dateline, they're 21 hours apart in time zones. Stand on one island and you're in today. Stand on the other and you're in yesterday. How's that for a time-traveling border? Next, let's head over to Baal, a small town with a big identity crisis. It's split between Belgium and the Netherlands. The border here is so complicated that some houses are divided right down the middle. Imagine having your living room in one country and your kitchen in another. Even crazier, some of these houses have dual addresses and 2 doorbells. Talk about international living. Now, onto the famous Tri-Zone border in Africa. It's where Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Botswana meet. At the precise point, you can stand in 3 countries at once. It's like the ultimate travel hack. Visit 3 countries without taking a single step. Though don't forget your passport, customs might not find it as amusing. Let's not forget the quirky border at Derby Line, Vermont, USA, and Stansted, Quebec, Canada. The Haskell Free Library and Opera House straddles the line. You can literally walk across the border while browsing for your favorite book or catching a play. The library's reading room is in the US, but the books are in Canada. It's like a literary passport in itself. Then we have the famous Gadsden Purchase border quirk in the USA and Mexico. This border is a straight line, except for one unique kink around the town of Naco. Legend has it a railway company wanted a straight shot of track and convinced officials to curve the border around it. So, you end up with a perfect example of how industry can shape geography. Oh, and how can we miss the peculiar enclave of Livia? It's a small Spanish town completely surrounded by France. Livia is a remnant of a treaty from the mid-1600s. Despite being just 1.3 square miles, it's a Spanish outpost in the heart of France. It's like a tiny piece of Spain got lost in France and decided to stay. Finally, let's talk about the Mount Everest border between Nepal and China. The summit itself is the border. So if you ever make it to the top, you can stand with one foot in Nepal and the other in China. Just be sure to enjoy the view because the paperwork might be quite the headache. So there you have it, some of the most unusual and intriguing borders in the world. Whether it's time-traveling islands, split houses, or mountain peaks, these borders remind us how fascinating our world truly is. Geography isn't just about maps, it's about the stories they tell and the quirks that make them unique. If you enjoyed this border-hopping adventure, hit that like button and subscribe for more geographical curiosities. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.